Have you ever understood every English word but still didn't know what to say in a real conversation? Today, we're going to change that with sentences you'll actually use every day.
By the end of this lesson, you'll have practical English you can use at home, at work, with friends, and almost anywhere you go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Podcast. Today is day 21 of our 30-day English shadowing challenge, and we're practicing natural, everyday English.
Today's lesson is all about useful sentences that real people use in daily conversations.
And, of course, we'll practice them with shadowing. If you're new here, shadowing means you listen to a sentence and repeat it immediately with the same pronunciation, rhythm, and emotion.
Think of it like being a mirror for the speaker. You're not only copying the words, you're copying the way the sentence feels.
This technique helps train your ears, your mouth, and your brain together, which makes speaking English more natural.
The more you practice, the more confident and comfortable your English becomes.
So today, don't just listen. Speak out loud, copy the rhythm, and enjoy the process.
All right, let's start with our first sentence for today.
It's a simple phrase, but you'll hear and use it a lot in everyday life.
The sentence is, I need a few more minutes.
Oh, this one feels very familiar. I think many people can relate to this sentence, especially in the morning.
Definitely. Every morning my alarm rings and my first thought is, I need a few more minutes.
And then those few minutes somehow become much longer, right?
Exactly. A few minutes turns into almost an hour, and suddenly I'm rushing outside trying to get ready.
Jack, that sounds like a very realistic morning story.
I'm not confirming anything, but I'm not denying it either.
Okay, everyone, let's practice together. Listen carefully. I need a few more minutes. Now, notice the rhythm. The words connect naturally, especially I need and a few more.
The important word is minutes because it comes at the end and gives the sentence a clear finish.
Now it's your turn. Shadow the sentence and say it out loud.
Great job. And remember, this sentence is useful in many different situations.
If someone is waiting for you to get ready, you can say, I need a few more minutes.
If you're finishing a task and someone asks if you're ready, you can use the same sentence.
Even when you're cooking and the food needs more time, you can simply say, I need a few more minutes.
It's such a flexible sentence. You can use it almost anywhere.
It's like a small sentence with a lot of power.
Exactly. Now, let's move to our next sentence. And this one is very important for English learners.
It helps you sound polite when you don't understand something clearly.
The sentence is, could you say that again, please?
This is one of the most useful sentences you can learn.
Many English learners feel nervous when they don't understand someone, but asking someone to repeat is completely normal.
Native speakers do this too. Sometimes people speak quickly, there is noise around them, or they simply miss a word.
So, if you don't understand something, it doesn't mean your English is bad. It just means you're having a normal conversation.
Exactly. Asking for clarification actually shows confidence because you want to understand correctly.
That's a really important point. A confident speaker knows when to ask for help.
Now, let's listen to the sentence again.
Could you say that again, please?
Notice how could you makes the sentence sound gentle and polite.
If you only say that again, it can sound a little direct.
But adding could you and please makes it friendly and respectful.
Let's shadow it together. First, slowly. Could you say that again, please?
Now at a natural speaking speed. Could you say that again, please? Your turn. Say it out loud. Excellent. I know I can't actually hear everyone practicing, but I can imagine you doing a great job.
And I'm sure many of you are becoming more comfortable with every sentence. Okay, let's continue with our next useful phrase.
This one is perfect when you don't know something, but you want to show that you're willing to help.
The sentence is, I'm not sure, but I'll find out. I really like this sentence because it sounds honest, responsible, and professional. Sometimes learners feel pressure to have every answer immediately, but that's not how real conversations work.
If someone asks you something and you don't know, you don't need to guess. You can simply say, I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
It tells the other person, I don't have the answer right now, but I care enough to get it.
This sentence is especially useful at work. Imagine your manager asks you a question and you're unsure.
Saying, I'm not sure, but I'll find out, sounds much better than pretending you know.
It shows that you are someone people can trust.
And it's useful outside of work, too.
Someone asks you for directions, but you're not sure. Say, I'm not sure, but I'll find out.
Someone asks about a restaurant's opening time. Same answer works. Let's practice together. Listen first. I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Notice the rhythm. The first part is short and clear. Then the second part shows action and responsibility.
Now shadow it.
I'm not sure, but I'll find out. Your turn. Go ahead. Wonderful job. You're doing really well.
All right, let's keep the energy going with another everyday sentence.
This next one is perfect for social situations.
The sentence is, do you want to grab something to eat?
Oh, this might be Jack's favorite sentence ever.
Absolutely. Anything that involves food gets my attention immediately.
I think many friendships begin with a simple invitation like this.
Someone says, do you want to grab something to eat? And suddenly you're making plans together.
Jack, you are very easy to become friends with.
That's true. Just offer me food and we're probably good.
Now let's look at this sentence more closely.
The word grab is very common in casual English. It doesn't mean taking something with your hands.
When we say grab something to eat, we mean getting some food in a relaxed and informal way. It's the kind of phrase friends use when they want to spend time together. That's what makes everyday English interesting. Small words can completely change the feeling of a sentence. If you said, would you like to obtain some nutritional food? People might understand you, but they might also wonder why you sound like a robot.
Exactly. So please keep it simple and natural.
Let's practice this sentence together. Do you want to grab something to eat? Notice that your voice rises slightly at the end because it's a question.
That rising tone makes it sound like a friendly invitation. Now shadow it. Do you want to grab something to eat?
Great job.
Before we continue, remember something important about shadowing.
When you shadow a sentence, don't only copy the words. Copy the feeling behind the words too. For example, when someone says, do you want to grab something to eat? With excitement and warmth, your voice should show that same emotion. When you repeat a sentence, don't just copy the sounds. Try to match the feeling behind it too.
Exactly. If you say, do you want to grab something to eat? With excitement, your English will feel much more natural and friendly.
That's such an important point. Emotion and tone can completely change the way your English sounds.
The same words can feel different depending on your voice, your expression,
and the feeling you put into them.
And that's why shadowing is so powerful. You're not only practicing words, you're learning how to communicate like a real person.
Exactly. Okay, Sarah, what's our next sentence for today?
This next one is very practical. You can use it when you want to politely ask for permission or check if someone is comfortable with your idea.
The sentence is, would that be okay with you?
I really like this sentence because it shows respect and kindness.
Yes, it tells the other person that their feelings and opinions matter to you.
Instead of only thinking about what you want, you're taking a moment to ask, is this okay for you too?
That's a very thoughtful way to communicate, and people usually appreciate hearing language like this.
Another great thing about this sentence is that it gives the other person a choice.
You're saying, I have an idea, but I also care about your comfort.
For example, at work, you could say, I'd like to change my schedule this Friday. Would that be okay with you?
Or with a friend, you might say, I was thinking we could meet at 3 instead of 2. Would that be okay with you?
It works in many situations because it's polite, but it still feels natural and friendly. Let's practice together. Listen carefully. Would that be okay with you?
When you shadow this sentence, remember to add warmth to your voice.
Say it like you truly care about the other person's answer.
Now shadow it. Would that be okay with you? Excellent. Great job practicing.
Okay, let's continue because we have more useful sentences coming.
Sarah, I think this next sentence is very you.
Oh, no. What does that mean? Should I be worried?
Not at all. The sentence is, oh, I totally forgot about that.
Okay, yes. That is definitely a sentence I use a lot.
Really?
Yes! Sometimes I forget important things, sometimes small things, and sometimes things I really should have remembered.
I appreciate your honesty.
This sentence is great because it's something people naturally say in real conversations.
It shows a normal human reaction. Maybe you're surprised, and maybe you feel a little bad because you forgot something.
Let's look at the sentence. The word "oh" makes it sound spontaneous and natural.
And totally makes the meaning stronger. It shows that you completely forgot.
Then "about that" connects the sentence to the thing you were talking about before.
The nice thing is that it doesn't sound too serious or dramatic.
You're not saying, I have made a terrible mistake because of my memory problems.
You're simply saying, oh, I totally forgot about that. It's honest, simple, and friendly.
After that, you can add something like, I'll take care of it right now.
Or let me check on that.
Let's shadow this sentence together. Remember to add a little surprise in your voice. Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Your turn. Go ahead.
Wonderful job.
Now, let's take a quick moment to check in with everyone.
We're about halfway through today's sentences. So, how are you feeling?
If you're starting to feel a little tired, that's completely normal.
Take a small break if you need one. Drink some water, relax your shoulders, and come back ready to continue.
Shadowing might look simple, but your brain is working very hard while you listen, remember, and speak.
That's why feeling tired after focused practice is actually a good sign.
Exactly. Learning a language takes mental energy, especially when you're training your listening and speaking skills together.
One helpful tip is to practice in shorter, focused sessions instead of forcing yourself through a very long session. Sometimes 20 or 30 minutes of active practice is better than 2 hours when your mind isn't fully focused. Quality is more important than just spending more time.
All right, let's keep going. What's our next sentence?
This next one is perfect for everyday conversations with people you know.
The sentence is, "How have you been lately?"
I love this one because it's more personal than simply saying, "How are you?"
When you ask, "How have you been lately?" you're asking about someone's life and how things have been going.
It's still casual, but it shows more interest and care.
This sentence is also interesting because it uses the present perfect tense.
Many learners find grammar like this difficult, but shadowing helps you use it naturally without overthinking every rule.
That's the beauty of this method. You learn grammar through practice and repetition.
That's the Daily English Podcast way.
Let's shadow it together. Listen first. How have you been lately?
Notice how the word lately at the end makes the sentence feel warmer.
Say it like you truly want to know how someone is doing. Now, shadow it. Excellent work.
Okay, our next sentence is important because everyone faces difficult moments sometimes.
The sentence is, "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that."
This is a powerful sentence because apologizing naturally is an important communication skill.
Many English learners feel nervous about apologizing, especially because different cultures have different ways of saying sorry.
But in everyday English, this sentence sounds honest, sincere, and caring.
The key phrase here is, "I didn't mean to do."
This tells the other person that something happened by accident and it wasn't your intention.
Compare it with only saying, "I'm sorry." That can sometimes feel short or incomplete.
But when you say, "I'm really sorry, I didn't mean to do that," it sounds more personal and genuine.
The word really adds emotion. It shows that your apology is sincere.
So when you shadow this sentence, don't just repeat the words.
Try to feel the meaning behind it. Imagine you accidentally made a small mistake and you want to make things better.
Maybe you accidentally knocked something over or made a small mistake. Choose any situation that helps you feel the meaning.
Now, let's practice together. Listen carefully. "I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that."
Your turn. Shadow it now.
Excellent work. Remember, a good apology is not only about the words.
The tone, the emotion, and the honesty behind your voice can make a big difference.
Learning how to apologize naturally in English is like having a social superpower.
A social superpower. I love that. I think that needs to become a slogan.
Maybe we'll make some daily English podcast shirts one day.
I'll start designing the ideas after this episode.
Okay, let's continue with another useful sentence.
This next one is perfect when you're having a conversation and you want to understand someone better.
The sentence is, "What do you mean by that?"
This is a really important sentence, but some learners feel nervous using it. They worry it might sound rude or like they are disagreeing with someone. But actually, it's usually a sign that you're interested and paying attention.
Exactly. It shows that you want to understand the person more clearly.
The most important thing is your tone.
If you say it with an angry or suspicious voice, it may sound like a challenge.
But if you say it with curiosity, what do you mean by that? It sounds friendly and thoughtful.
Your intention changes the feeling of the sentence.
This phrase is also useful when someone uses a word or expression you don't know.
Instead of pretending you understand, which many people do sometimes, just ask for clarification.
Saying, "What do you mean by that?" shows confidence because you want to learn.
Let's practice together. Remember, use a curious tone. Imagine you're genuinely interested in the answer. What do you mean by that? Your turn. Shadow it now. Perfect. You know, every time we create these lessons, I become more impressed by how much progress our listeners are making.
Think about where you started on day 1. Some sentences probably felt difficult, but now you're speaking with rhythm and emotion.
That is real improvement, and you should recognize it.
I also want to share something important with every English learner.
Many people believe fluency means speaking without ever making mistakes.
But that's not true. Fluency means you can communicate, share your ideas, and connect with other people.
Mistakes are not proof that you're failing. They're simply part of learning.
Exactly. Every mistake teaches you something and helps you become better.
And this is what makes shadowing so powerful.
You practice natural sentences again and again until they start coming out more easily.
When you don't have to translate every word in your mind and you can just speak naturally, that's a big part of fluency.
Okay, everyone, we're getting close to the end of today's lesson, but we still have some important sentences to practice.
Our next sentence is something you can use when you want to comfort someone.
The sentence is, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay."
This is such a powerful sentence because it can bring comfort when someone feels stressed or worried.
When you say it with a caring voice, it shows support, kindness, and understanding.
English is not only about sharing information, it's also about connecting with people and showing empathy.
And sometimes you need to say this sentence to yourself, too.
When learning feels difficult, remember, don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Let's shadow it together. Say it gently and warmly.
Don't worry, it's going to be okay.
Excellent.
All right, let's move to our next sentence.
This one is perfect when you're making plans or suggesting a new idea.
The sentence is, how about we try something different today?
I love this one because it sounds friendly and open.
It's not a command. It's an invitation. You're asking someone to explore a new idea with you.
You can use it for trying a new restaurant, changing your routine, or even improving your English practice.
Actually, this sentence describes our whole challenge.
Every day, you've chosen to try something different, and you've continued for 21 days.
That's something to be proud of.
Let's shadow it together. Say it with excitement. How about we try something different today? Great job! And now, our final sentence of day 21. I saved this one for last because it has a very special meaning. The sentence is, I'm proud of how far I've come.
I love this sentence because it's not just something to practice. It's something you can truly feel.
You have reached day 21. You've practiced, stayed consistent, and continued even on difficult days.
That progress deserves to be celebrated.
You can use this sentence whenever you reflect on your journey, your studies, your work, your goals, or learning English.
Remember, progress is not only about being perfect, it's about becoming better, step by step.
I'm getting a little emotional saying this, but it's a beautiful sentence.
Let's shadow it together. Say it with confidence.
I'm proud of how far I've come.
Your turn.
Go.
Wonderful. If you felt even a small sense of pride while saying that, you deserve it. Because you are doing something challenging, and you are doing it consistently.
The goal isn't perfect English. The goal is confident communication.
Being able to express yourself, understand others, and connect with people.
That's what language is truly about.
All right, everyone,
That's the end of day 21 of our 30-day English shadowing challenge.
We are so proud of everyone who has reached this point.
Thank you for learning with us and being part of Daily English Podcast.
Don't forget to like the episode, share your favorite sentence, and subscribe for more lessons.
My favorite sentence is probably, do you want to grab something to eat?
Of course it is. Food always wins.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and remember,
Every sentence you say out loud today is one more step toward becoming a confident English speaker.
see you on day 22.
Goodbye, everyone. Happy learning.